Bonaduce, life coach. Danny Bonaduce, life.
Alrighty, this would make it time for Danny Bonaduce, life coach. We'll take your phone calls, 1-800-252-1025. Happily take your emails 7 days a week, 24 hours a day at KZOK.com. Life coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Let's start with Stu in Graham. We got a very serious phone call here. Good morning, Stu.
Morning, Danny. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Well, I could be better.
Well, that's what we're going to see if we can't get you better. What's up?
Well, I've had custody of my 3 daughters for the last 6 years after a very bitter divorce. Been doing nothing but fighting false allegations ever since then by the ex-wife.
You know what? It is weird because, and I want to get the rest of the story, of course, but sometimes when I give advice on this very, very touchy subject, I tell everybody, don't worry too much. The court is hip to this. People get mad, and not just wives, husbands too. People fight, and one of the big things people go for is he hit the kid, he touched the kid, she gave the kids alcohol. People get mad and say terrible stuff, but nowadays I feel that the court is hip to it. So what happened to you, Stu?
Well, I finally got family court to agree with me, and they said, okay, go get your kids. And 2 hours later, as I'm at the school picking up the kids, CPS says, no, we don't believe you, and took the kids and put them in foster care.
They put your kids in foster care? It's a very serious step.
That's right. And I don't know what to do from this point, Danny.
Let's see. Were you accused of sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse?
Physical abuse, but I've already been found in front of a jury on the criminal charges, not guilty and completely an accident.
Well, I believe there's a rule because it would get too confusing to do life coach. If I just got to believe the caller when they call. I can't sit here and judge you. It'd take, I wouldn't be able to give you the best opinion I can give. So I'm just going to assume you're telling me the truth. Why call? So you don't really have to preach to me, man. So you are not, the ex-wife didn't go down the road of sexual abuse. They just said you hit your children?
Yep.
And now the CPS exonerated you, but then when you went to pick them up at school, said, no, we've changed our minds.
No, we went to a criminal court who said, no, not guilty. And then CPS said, we don't care what the court said. We're stepping in anyways and taking the kids.
You gotta feel for CPS a little bit. When it's happening to you, like it is happening to Stu right now, I'm thinking that you're just going crazy right now. I'm going to kill these bastards, messing around in my family. That's my business. These are my kids. I've been exonerated. But the jobs to make sure nothing's a big mistake. The kids aren't in danger. I will tell you what to do. And first of all, don't flip out and hate CPS so much, the Child Protection Services, so much that you do something rash. They're just really doing their jobs, and they want to make sure nothing terrible is happening. There's a simple appeals process. Do you have a pencil on you?
I do.
All right, I want you to write this down. It's, let's see, it's DSHS.wa.gov. You got that?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I do.
Go on there. It's the Department of Social and Health Services, and there's an appeals process to this, and that's what's happening right there. And they are, if you've already been found not guilty criminally, this is going to be such an easy afternoon for you when you go in for the appeal. They're going to say, yes, everybody's dotting their I's and crossing their T's. There's kids involved, Stu. And they'll say, here's the golden ticket. You're going to go get your kids back. You just had to do this one extra step. I promise you, in my heart of hearts, I absolutely know this is going to be okay. Everybody's just watching their back because there's kids involved. Good luck, Stu, and thanks for calling me. It's such an important thing.
Yeah, good luck to you, Stu, and let us know what happens. If you have a question for the life coach, 800-252-1025. Fred and Puyallup, you're on with Danny Bonaduce.
Hiya, Fred.
Morning, Danny.
What's up?
A lot of stuff. Man. My life is, it's not it's a mess. But me and my ex-wife, she's gay, she's married.
Let me see if I just want to make sure I got that straight. Your ex-wife is now, I guess she's always been a lesbian, and is she living with another woman?
Yeah. Well, that doesn't bother me. I mean, we've always had a relationship. We have an 18-year-old daughter. My ex-wife came to me about 6 months ago and asked, would I donate so her and her partner can have a child?
So would you donate sperm so they could have a child with each other? All right.
Okay, so I did that. I put it in a cup, for him. And while I was eating them, because I have a girlfriend and I didn't tell her what I was doing.
Right.
And now my girlfriend's all mad at me.
What? And this is, by the way, this is not. I'm just curious. It doesn't change that much. What prompted you to tell your girlfriend that you donated to your ex-wife?
Because it was eating at me. Because I felt like I didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? But it was just eating at me that I didn't tell my girlfriend.
Okay, that's fair. I think, depending on your relationship, you're going to bring a child into the world with somebody you used to love. You still have a relationship. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, that is partly your girlfriend's business that she deserved to be told.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told her after the fact.
Right.
We were together for like, me and my ex-girlfriend, or my girlfriend, we were together for like 5 years. Well, we split up. And during those 2, we were split up. She had a child and didn't tell me till he was 8 months old.
Yikes-a-rama. That's pretty serious.
Yeah. So, like, I felt like me donating to my wife wasn't a big deal.
Okay, can I tell you this? Because, feelings are involved in this, and sometimes people think that nobody's right and nobody's wrong. That does not apply here. You're right. Oh, my God, you couldn't be more right. So you went into the little room and you said, here to the ex-wife. You didn't even have to shake hands. She had a baby with somebody. I would have to say that if anybody did anything weird or shady, it was her.
Yeah, listen, Daddy, and then we were back together 4 months, right? Didn't know about the child. He's 2 years old now, right?
Right.
The minute she told me, she called me crying. My girlfriend did. Called me crying. Said, I've been lying to you. I have a child. The first thing out of my mouth was, what's his name? And the first thing out of her mouth, what, the guy's name? I said, no, the kid's name.
Oh, she's no good, this woman. This woman is no good. She didn't even jump to the conclusion that you might be asking about the kid. It's about the other guy. All right, so I think I've got all the info I need. What is your question, Mark?
I bought her a car. Look, Danny, I even bought her a car that I make the payments on, make the insurance payment on, the car payment. So I don't even know what to do. Do I go get the car? Because I think about the little 2-year-old,
then here's what I want you to do, and whatever you do with the kid, the 2-year-old, is out of the goodness of your heart. You're a decent guy. I'm not positive I just wouldn't run for the hills and go, that's not my kid. I am out, man. I'm not doing this. But here's the thing that you can do, and I think you should do, and that is distance yourself from this lady so fast. It's not just lying about a kid. It's, there's a kid in the world that should have needed her attention every day. Going the first 2 years, kids get sick, kids get the sniffles. There should have been no way to hide this kid from you. When I say that this woman is dangerous, I don't mean with weapons or knives or kill you in your sleep. I just mean, where's that lie going to end? She started with the most outrageous lie ever. She hid a human being that she's supposed to love, that she created. I will tell you that this woman will continue to lie, and her lies will know no bounds. The biggest lies that you can imagine are going to come flying out of this woman's mouth because she started off so high in the gene pool of lies, hiding a kid. It's never going to change. Never, never, never trust this woman, Mark. Thank you very much for the phone call. Let me add another never. Never trust that woman. Oh, I hate her.
All right, Roy in Federal Way is the next caller on with Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
Hiya, Roy. What's up?
Hey, Dan. How you doing, bud?
Incredibly well, thank you.
We had this kind of this conversation before about the methadone program, and it was about how many young kids were coming in, and I was like, hey, do anything but get on methadone. Go to meetings, because they haven't been using that long. Don't even shoot it. They just smoke it. But anyway, my question is, I'm 62 years old. I've been on methadone for, like 25 years. So, I'm saturated. You're pickled in it. But
I hear you.
The heroin keeps calling me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it every day, but it just keeps calling me. I can't leave it alone.
All right, I want to tell you this. This is brand new. You know how I always tell drinkers, if I tell them that this medication exists, it's what I take. My Antabuse stops me physically from drinking. I can't. Methadone does not do that. Same trick for heroin. But the cravings, they're just starting to hit the market. You're as likely to get them from a psychiatrist as from an MD. But there are things that are supposed to stop the actual cravings. And here's how I got involved in this. I don't know if Amy said she wanted to go on a cruise or what it was. But the second I looked at a cruise ship, I didn't see a cruise ship. I saw, hey, I'm not going anywhere near that floating hotel without drinking. I'm not going. And then I realized any place I see that's beautiful or hot or the water's blue, I just start thinking about drinking. So there is a pill out for alcohol, but I asked about other stuff because I was thinking about the people that would call in for a life coach. Because there's a couple of different things to block receptors of heroin from getting you high, and I can't think of it at the moment. What the hell is that? Begins with an S. But anyway, you can find it if you want. But now,
Suboxone.
Thank you, Sarah. Suboxone. We all know that Suboxone blocks opiates, so you're not getting nearly as high. I've never met anybody that it works completely for, but it works a lot. But there are now pills out there that will cut down on the mental cravings, and you need to talk to your MD about them because they're apparently fabulous. So, as a matter of fact, because I got to continue to do the life coach thing, that I would say, there's what I'm telling you to do, is do the Suboxone, talk to your MD about what do the mental cravings talk, and then give me a call back and let me know that all of that stuff, if it worked out for you. Thanks, Roy.
Gibbons says there's a new drug out called buprenorphine, which is helpful for the mental side.
For the mental cravings, yeah.
Specifically for heroin. So,
yeah, because the one I take is specifically for, well, I haven't even started taking yet. Right. I start next week. But yeah, there are a lot of things. There's a bunch of advances, and I'm not making fun of you or anything, but if you're like me and you just have almost no willpower, there's a lot of things that pharmaceuticals that can jump in your way and help you out.
And why not?
What? Why not? I don't feel bad about it at all. Right. I'm sober 4 years. I didn't think I was going to get to do that.
Yeah. Mark and Bonnie Lake, you are on with Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Danny, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. I've been a fan of yours forever. We're the same age.
Oh, I appreciate that. So what can I do for you today?
I'm kind of got issues going on right now. My current wife and I, she's been verbally abusive almost every day, sometimes physically abusive. We had an argument on Monday. I got angry. I walked outside and slammed the door. She followed me outside, slapped me upside the head, and said, "Don't walk away from me."
Right.
So then I get served Monday afternoon. I get served with an order to leave my house. So I'm out of my house until later this month. And then my house.
Do you want to know why she filed papers right then and there? Because here's what happens when you hit somebody. The second you fly off the handle and you hit somebody, you then go, "Oh my God, what are the ramifications of on somebody in anger? Is Mark going to call the cops? What happens? Did the neighbors see? What do I do?" And the answer is she does everything that you're afraid that you're going to do to her. Her first move is to go, what's Mark going to do? He's going to call the cops. He's going to call a lawyer. He's going to call the protection services. What am I going to do? And then she puts that plan into action against you. It's so typical, I can't tell you, man. And in a way, you kind of should have seen it coming. It never stops with hitting. Have you ever called the police on her for hitting you?
11 years ago, she went to jail for a domestic thing, and she busted a windshield out of my car.
All right, it's especially if somebody's been arrested for it before, because you know what? I can't really say I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. There is a distinguishing area. But once she raises her hand to you, forget it. Don't hit back, which you didn't do, which is a really good thing. But if you can report it in any kind of way, if you can document abuse in any way, whether your neighbor saw it, whether you can videotape, whether you got a nice bruise and you're taking a picture of the bruise, which works, man, I think this woman should go to jail. Again, have you thought about pressing charges?
Well, no. It's not the first time she's done it either.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to forget I'm a guy, she's a girl, all rules are up. Not a chance. You can't nobody can raise their hands to anybody in this. Nobody can hit anybody. That's off the table now. It's the times we live in. Nobody gets to whack. Next time she whacks you, if you get any kind of bruise, you can document it on some kind of tape that you've got around the house. Whatever it is, this woman needs to go to jail because it's just going to escalate. She went to jail 11 years ago. She's still smacking you, Mark. Pretty soon, this is going to be your fault. You need to press charge and put this woman in a jail cell. Good luck, and God bless you on that there, Mark. Hey, that is all the time we have for Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones, Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.